Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everyone feeling? Good. Okay. So for today, the structure of the class is going to be the same as the past couple weeks. This is going to lead into the presentation tomorrow. That's at 10 a.m. It's going to be in here as well. But for today, we're going to focus on strengthening the legs, the core, and pretty much why you want to do that. So let's start with some stretching. We're going to stretch out the hamstrings, a little bit of the hips, the ankles, and a little bit of the core before we get started. So if I can have everyone in front of the chair, keeping a good posture, let's bring that left leg out, toes up, hands on the hips, leaning towards that toe. The more you point the toe towards yourself, the more stretch you should feel. We can switch sides and repeat that same motion. Okay, perfect. So next, let's stretch out the calves. So this time, let's bring both legs out. Again, toes up, hands on the hips, and just bringing the toes towards yourself. You should feel this in the calves and the shins. Okay, good. Now let's move down to the ankles. Get them moving before we get started. So I want the bottom of your feet together. Just bringing the ankles towards the floor as much as you can. Good. Again, it's always good to work the ankles, stretch the ankles before you go out walking, any physical activity. That gives you your base of support, stability. Okay, perfect. For the next one, we're still going to move the ankles. Let's bring our legs about shoulder width apart. Let's lift the toes, hold for about 3 seconds, then lift the heels for about 2 to 3 seconds, going back and forth. Let's do a couple more each way. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go up, move the core a little bit, stretch out the core. So for this one, let's bring our legs out as far as they can go. You should feel this a little bit in the groins as well. So let's cross our arms over our chest, keeping our back straight, chest towards the floor. Bring yourself back up. Inhale, going down. Exhale, coming up. Going at your own pace. Let's try about 2 more. Okay, perfect. So again, I think I said this last week, but for the warm up, it's always good to do something, 5 up to 10 minutes of a stretch, some type of movement before you get into the actual exercise. So next, when you're ready, let's stand up. We can start behind the chair first, and we will start with the cones. You can do everything without the cone if you're not comfortable with it yet. It's up to you. Okay, so for the first one, let's just have your left foot behind the cone. Either hands on the chair or your hips. For the first one, it's just the left leg that's moving. So pick up that left knee, step over, pick up the knee, step back, going back and forth. Really focus on going heel to toe, then stepping back, toe to heel. Go as slow as you need to. Let's try about 1 more. Perfect. Okay, now let's put our right foot behind the cone. Same position, same motion. Whenever you're ready, pick up that right knee, step over, pick up the knee, step back. Don't rush, go as slow as you need to. Let's try about 1 more. Okay, perfect. So for the next one, we're just going to put them together. So let's have both feet behind the cone. Let's start with the left leg first. So we're going to step over with the left, follow with the right, take a little breather if you need to, relax, then step back with the left, follow with the right. Whenever you're ready, going back and forth. Still trying to focus, going heel to toe, toe to heel. Let's do 1 more. Okay, perfect. Now we're just going to start with the right leg. Same motion, back and forth, just the right leg is going to lead. So step over with the right, follow with the left, back over with the right, follow with the left. Let's do one more each way. Okay, perfect. Let's do one more with the cone. Let's get both feet on the right side. This is where we can work on moving side to side, because again, you never know if you have to take a quick step to the right, to the left. So again, either hands on the chair or the hips, starting with the left leg, pick up the knee, step to the side, follow with the right, step back over with the right, follow with the left. Let's do one more each way. Okay, perfect. We're done with the cones. You can put those to the side, and let's take a seat. Okay, so for the next portion, we're going to start using the weights and the bands. I'm going to show you a couple exercises that you can do sitting that works the hips, that still works the core. So let's start with the legs, but let's start with the bands first. And if you can, I want you in front of the chair, still keeping a good posture. Let's wrap the band around the hamstrings. From there, cross it over the knees. So let's start with our legs, shoulder width apart. We're going to alternate left to right. So with the left leg, step out to the side, follow with the right. Again, going as slow as you need to, no rush. And you should feel this mainly in the hips. Let's do one more each leg. Perfect. Okay. So next, we're going to do the marches, still alternating legs. Again, this is one of the most beneficial exercises for the hips and just to get your posture and your gait patterns in line. So again, same position, legs shoulder width apart. Pick up the left knee, follow with the right. Okay, perfect. So let's put the bands to the side. Then let's grab the weights when you're ready. Okay, so again, having your legs shoulder width apart, the weights just relaxed on your knees. Let's go back to the toe and heel raises, raising the toes for 2 seconds, then raise the heels. Good. I know this is really simple, but this helps with inflammation, soreness, blood circulation. So really helps your legs, gets the ankles less stiff, stuff like that. Let's do a couple more each way. Okay, perfect. We can put one to the floor. We're going to move on to the core, do a couple for the core. So let's hold the weights with your left hand first. Let's bring that left arm down to your side, still keeping a good posture. Lean down to the left as far as you can go. Bring yourself back up. Inhale, going down. Exhale, coming up. You don't have to reach down so far that your back starts to round. You want to keep your back straight. Let's do one more and switch sides. Good. Bring the weight to your right hand. And when you're ready, same motion down and up. Let's do about 2 more. Perfect. Okay. You guys doing okay? Yeah. Let's stick with the core for a couple more. So again, let's bring our legs out. Let's hold the weight on both ends. Bring that to about your chest. And again, keeping a good posture, straight back, chest towards the floor. Bring yourself back up. Inhale, going down. Exhale, coming up. Let's do one more. Okay, perfect. Let's bring our legs back to center. Let's do one more for the core sitting. So again, let's hold it on both ends. Bring that slightly out in front. I want you to rotate to the left, rotate to the right. Okay, perfect. Let's take a break from the weights, put those down. Let's relax our back on the chair. Before we keep going, let's just take a couple deep breaths in and out. Get our breathing under control. Okay, perfect. So before we stand, let's move the ankles one more time. Let's pick up that left leg. Let's just make ankle circles going out. Let's do the same thing going in, same leg. Okay, let's pick up that right leg. Start making ankle circles going out. Let's do the same thing going in. Okay, perfect. So for this next portion, we're pretty much going to be doing the same thing, just standing, which should be a little more difficult just because you have more weight bearing. So when you're ready, let's stand up. If you would like one weight, that is completely up to you. And let's start on the left side of the chair first. Okay, so weights in the left hand. Let's have a slight bend in that right knee. Left leg is straight, toes pointed in. Keeping the left leg straight, kick behind you and back. Kick behind you and back. This is working the glute muscles. Let's do one more. Perfect. Let's switch to the right side. Have a slight bend in that left knee. Right leg is straight, toes pointed in. Whenever you're ready, same motion, back and forth. Let's do one more. Okay, perfect. So I know you guys hear me say toes in, toes out. All that means is if the toes are in, it just targets more of the hip and the glutes, which is what we're aiming for. So there is a reason behind that. Let's get back on the left side. Okay, So let's bring left foot forward. Your right foot, let's go heel to toe. Starting with your right foot, bring it forward, heel to toe, then bring it back, toe to heel. Again, go as slow as you need to, no rush. Let's do one more each way. Okay, let's switch to the right. Let's bring right foot forward, left foot heel to toe. Whenever you're ready, bring the left foot forward, heel to toe, bring it back, toe to heel. Let's do one more each way. Okay, perfect. Let's get behind the chair next. Let's go back to the toe and heel raises. So let's bring our legs shoulder width apart. You can have the weight either hand, with both, it's up to you. Let's raise the heels, hold for about 3 seconds, then raise the toes for about 3 seconds. Nice and slow. Try to really feel going up on the calf and the shins. Let's do one more each way. Okay, perfect. Let's stay behind the chair for one more. Let's finish with more of a balance exercise. So, again, let's bring left foot forward, right foot heel to toe. Okay, so all I want you to do, again, either hold the weight, either arm, or with both. I want you to keep a good posture, chest up. Just turn your head to the left, turn your head to the right. That becomes a little easy. You can close your eyes, makes it harder. Okay, now let's just switch our feet. Right foot forward, left foot back. If you need to take a little breather, by all means. But whenever you're ready, Let's do the same motion, turning to the right, turning to the left. Okay, perfect. We're done with the weights, and let's take a seat. Okay. You guys feel like your balance is getting any better? About the same? Yeah? Okay. All right. So, again, when it comes to balance and pretty much any physical ability that you're trying to increase, it takes more than just this class. So practicing this throughout the week, you can do this stuff at your home. Just little things here and there can always help. So let's finish with some stretching. Let's go back to the front of the chair. Let's bring both legs out. Hands on the hips. And just bringing the toes towards yourself. It's always better to hold a stretch longer at the end of your workout than before. Okay, perfect. Let's move up to the hamstrings. So let's bring that left leg back out. Again, hands on the hips, but this time leaning towards the toe. We can switch sides and repeat that same motion. Okay, perfect. Let's do about 2 more stretches. So for the next one again, we're going to stretch the groin. Let's bring our legs out, our elbows relaxed on the knees, and bringing your chest towards the floor. we can bring our legs back to center. Perfect. For the last one, let's finish with the ankle stretch. So again, let's bring the bottoms of your feet together. Bring the ankles towards the floor. Okay, perfect. Just one little announcement. When it comes to exercises for any body part, the core, the hips, the quads, the glutes, there's 100 different exercises for everything. If something's not really working for you in the chair or during the class, you kind of want alternatives, let me know. I can make you a packet of workouts and see what works for you. You can always come ask me questions, but other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day. All right. Thank you.